The digital product that I'm reviewing is Screencastify, and what Screencastify does, it enables teachers to record their screen, face, and voice in order to create video tutorials and bite-sized lesson plans. And the reason I really like this product is it moves away from the lecture or traditional style of teaching where the teacher's at the front, distribute information for the students, and they're all listening to the teacher give the same content at the same time. And what I like about this technology is it flips the classroom in a way, as students are able to watch their video tutorials using Screencastify on their iPads. And what it means is they can work at their own pace with content that is appropriate for them, and it shifts the teacher's role. I believe it makes learning far more engaging, far more individualized, and far more student centered. And another thing this tool can do is in secondary schools where perhaps you don't have a huge amount of class time with the teacher, if the teacher uploads these video tutorials, students can watch these prior to class, which can make class time so much more valuable because that can be used for discussion, to check on understanding, and to make sure everyone's on the same page. So you can see here how it's modifying the task, and it's changing the learning to make it more efficient. So I currently have Screencastify in use. So you can see my laptop is screen recording. I've put my webcam down on the bottom to make it a little bit more engaging for students. And I'm also able to talk to the content. So you can see how teachers are able to make step-by-step video tutorials that students are able to follow at their own time and at the speed they wish. You can also talk over the content. So, for example, I put up a PowerPoint here on the features of a biography, and I can talk to this. And what that enables to do, instead of me standing at the front and talking to the class for an extended period of time, students can refer to these lessons or tutorials as they wish. If we wanted to do a little bit more direct instruction, we can actually, we can show students how to fill in a getting to know you biography worksheet. So I could fill this in step by step, and students would be able to look at this and refer to this as they needed. So I like the way that it flips the classroom a little bit as such. So instead of me standing at the front and distributing information, students can come into the class, work on their task, and the digital tool will enable them to refer when they need to. So as soon as you finish making your lessons or video step-by-step tutorials, you can upload these straight to the Google Classroom, which promotes students being able to learn anytime and anywhere, and it also helps you stay connected with the parents. Also very handy for when children hand in work, and research on the website says that one-on-one feedback is increased by 11% by using this digital platform. So you can see here, this can be used to go over the work students hand in on the classroom. You can underline things, you can make comments, you can correct spelling, you can take out certain things. So when I look at the ICT elaborations for the AITSL standards, I think standard 1.5, which is around differentiating your teaching to meet the learning needs of all students regardless of their abilities, it would help me meet that. And I also think standard 2.6, which is around information and communication technology, it would help me meet that too, because you're expanding curriculum learning opportunities by using this product. So I'm just going to quickly go over the different digital products and tools that have been used in the videos to enhance the learning process. So here in the video, the packing game, the teacher has really effectively used interactive whiteboards to help students understand Japanese cultures and just make the whole learning process more interesting. So with Screencastify and the video tutorials, the digital product I'm using, teachers have also used this to help people understand cultures, and they've recorded themselves using Google Earth to help understand the different cultures, and students be able to watch that. The next video I'm going to look at is the collaborative learning space. And I love this one because what the teacher did is they went from a small task where students were, creating creatures, colouring in, cutting out, and sticking down into a book. And through the use of iPads, computers, and interactive whiteboards, students created photo stories and animations. So using technology, it went from quite a small novice task to this inquiry-based project where students got to pick what technology they use, but they were also so involved in their learning process. Here we look at creating wikis, where students are creating their own websites. So, firstly, a really handy skill in life, but I secondly like it because it engages students as they're actively creating knowledge. They're out there searching and they're sorting to find out new things rather than being passive consumers of knowledge. And I think that's so important in school, and it means we'll find more engaged students. So, it's a really good use of technology. The last one, which is my favourite one, is engaging through ICT. And what this teacher did was prior to the lessons, he would make video tutorials. So, similar what you can do with Screencastify. And the video tutorials were a step by step guide on how to complete the task and how to use different media tools. And what that meant is when they came into class, they didn't have to listen to the teacher talk at the front. They could go work on what they were working on at their own time, at their own pace, and the teacher was walking around the room helping people, and it was just made for a much more efficient use of time. So I hope that in the classroom and the video tutorials that I do as part of Screencastify would be able to engage students through ICT the way that this teacher did. So I'm quickly going to touch on assessment now, and we'll start off with formative. And with a big feature of the tool is students being able to watch lesson plans or tutorials by themselves, and as soon as they enter the class or outside of the classroom, the teacher is not spending as much time in front of the class distributing information. So what they're able to do is walk around the class making observations on student understanding. So they can use their HITS teaching strategy of questioning as they wander around the class having conversations, which gives them immediate feedback on the student. So this is where assessment for learning occurs. The teacher is making inferences about student progress to inform their teaching. Summative assessment is also prominent as they can use Screencastify to give marks on exams, papers, and other formal documents. So this is where assessment of learning comes in.